All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today on this warm thank you on this warm afternoon in this studio over here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna dive into this and figure out why you guys are here, why you guys play instruments, and where you guys are headed. So first, what's the name of your band?
We are Starikovia.
Okay, and who is the founder of this band?
It might be me.
Okay, cool. Because I heard you guys, and I'm like, wow, I got the chills. You guys really have a unique sound. There's so many bands out there, and you guys just sound really tight and really very original. So, which is what you need to be out there in this sea of bands, you know.
Sure.
Okay, so tell me, did you start off playing guitar or singer, or what's your background in music? How did you get into music?
Well, I guess I just was always around it. You know, so I'm very fortunate that my dad was playing quite a bit when I was a kid, and I picked it up when I was 5 years old, and that was about it. Really, you know, once I touched the strings, it was over.
Wow, so you're playing since you're 5?
Oh yeah.
Would you start from those little Mickey Mouse guitars? Or do you have
That's a good question. I have to really think about it. Maybe like a shoebox with a rubber band over it.
Okay. Hey, when you're 5, as long as your hands
just
used to move around,
dexterity, you know.
Doesn't matter what, you know the difference between a Les Paul and, you know, a Mickey Mouse guitar. Like I said, hey, it's about getting your hands into groove. So you started off when you're 5, and then what happened? Did you take lessons, or?
I can't say I ever really took lessons. I think at some point in high school I might have started working with someone who was teaching me more how to use the guitar as a vehicle to understand some theory.
Okay.
But there was never a technical discussion about how to pick, how to position your hands, things like that. I guess you start early enough, you have that opportunity to get all the bad notes out of the way.
Exactly.
Still working on that, but
exactly, love it. Yeah, so I think what I noticed with a lot of earlier musicians, a lot of them they develop as they grow. They develop, you know, their mentality with the music in mind. So they're growing with the instrument at the same time they're growing. So they're kind of like, well, this is what it comes out to be. This is what it sounds like, and they just naturally pick it up. I noticed that most musicians, they all start off when they're younger and they don't need lessons. So but it's a natural thing.
I'm very lucky to have picked it up mostly by osmosis. Truly.
No, that's amazing. So it's mostly guitars, your instrument, and how do you get into vocals?
Necessity.
Necessity?
Yeah. We needed a vocal, so.
Oh, you need vocals? Okay.
So he got promoted.
Okay. Somebody said a finger pointed at him. Okay, so so you kind of started. Is this your first band, or what's your?
I guess I've been in bands ever since I've been in middle school, to be honest.
Wow.
So is it my first band? No. Hopefully my only band, the last band, that'll be it. We just keep on trucking.
Because we know it's a lot of work and dedication to find people that want to stick with it. I hear all the time, you know, everybody's really good, then the drummer takes off, the bass player takes off. So, you know, if you got something good going, keep it going. You know?
I'm very lucky to have these 3 with me.
So now,
Joel.
Yeah. Joel's
the guy behind the camera over there.
Right.
So, how do you pronounce the name of the band again?
Starikovia.
Starikovia. That's a pretty cool name. Does it mean anything, or is it working like that? You just kind of
there's somebody I work with. His last name is Starikov. I just thought it would sound cool. It's the hardest thing we know already is trying to find a unique name that nobody else has.
Yeah.
That looks good on
buried
paper.
6 feet under the earth with blood coming out of my head or something. You know, somebody's crazy name.
It was just trying to find something unique, and we actually spent months nearly trying to find something else that might be more relatable or digestible to the average listener. But at some point we're just like, all right, it might not mean anything, so we're going to define the meaning together through our effort and our performance.
Yeah, no, because I was trying to make sure I pronounce it right. It's a pretty cool name, so that's pretty cool. So how many albums do you guys have, or do you have one coming out, or what do you guys as far as?
We released a single.
Oh, you did?
A couple of months ago. You want to talk about the EP?
We have our 10th studio album coming out.
Did you say 10?
Yeah.
Damn, how long were you together?
We do like one every month.
Oh my
Congratulations.
God.
Wow,
We're working on the debut EP. We're going down next week actually to get started on that.
Okay.
We're going up to
Going
Boston.
up, yeah.
Okay, where are you going?
Boston,
Oh,
yeah.
Boston.
Yeah,
Oh, you found a good studio up there? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing good in New York City? I'll go all the way to Boston? You know? Good
I mean,
connection.
that's where they called us, so.
Yeah, Boston has a good music scene up there.
Well,
Right?
there's also a reason why we're going to Boston.
Yeah.
John submitted one of the demos he had to these people called Plaid Dog,
Okay.
and they do this thing where they choose a couple bands that they do throughout the year, and they will help them crowdfund to do like a professional EP.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Now I see why you're going there.
Yeah, so they figure out a budget.
Yeah.
They help us figure out like how to get the message out, and then we have like a couple months to just get as much money as possible.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Jump on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, so So let me get back to you. So you're a drummer over there. So that's a really awesome drum set. So tell me about that. First of all, your drum sound is really killer. You're obviously, I can tell you're a really good drum player. So tell me, how did you start picking up the stick, banging the pots and pans? Were you young, or is it?
That kit costs half my salary.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm like, wow. So, well, tell me, how did you get into drums? Were you banging on pots and pans like the Muppets when you were little? Or
Probably. The earliest memories I have is like 8 years old. I didn't have a kit till I was 13.
Wow, 8 years old?
So I would bang on the couch or pillows in my room.
Yeah.
And I would actually, like, my sister would come in and be like, we're trying to sleep. And like, I'm banging on the pillows that hard.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't even have drumsticks or anything at that point. I would take like, you know those sticks on the window blinds?
Yeah.
Snap them over my knee and those would
Oh,
be
there you
like,
go. Okay. That's better than the pencils in school.
my mom's like, okay, I'll get you drumsticks. Okay, I'll get you
You never told me about that.
Like, give me drumsticks and start taking the whole house apart and banging on things, right? Breaking glass.
Thinking back though, like, I wouldn't get my 8-year-old drum kit unless they were like, really serious about it either.
Right.
So I'm not like, you know, I think, but when I did, I didn't feel like a beginner at that point.
Yeah.
I had a few years of, I don't know.
Banging around.
Yeah.
So at 8 years old, you got a drum kit. Then what happened? You kept playing, or did you ever put it away, or say I had enough of this, or where'd it go from there?
Well, at 13 was when I got my actual first drum kit.
Okay.
I was banging around
Was
the
it like
house
that at
before
13,
that.
or?
No, it was like
Okay.
a no-name.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was like a little kid, like little.
What color
Yeah,
was
it's just an actual drum set, right?
I thought it was like a great kid.
Yeah.
Being a kid,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is good.
It's like a first act from Walmart.
Oh, and his first act. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sure it was probably that quality.
$59, everything included.
Factory symbols.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sound like a little psh. And so, did you ever have lessons, or you just started playing? Like,
I was too impatient for
Really?
that. Like
Yeah,
I
like it,
want to
too.
play this, and that,
Yeah.
and they were gonna teach me drum rolls and that.
yeah,
And
like you want to do your
I
own
didn't
thing,
want to
right?
do that,
Yeah.
so I was like, I'm just gonna figure it out myself.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I
heard
skipped
you're
lessons.
a left-handed drum player. Is that true?
Yeah, maybe more so ambidextrous because it is a right-handed kit, but I just moved a few things on the left side to. make it
Yeah.
happen.
So you have like one of the floor toms over there. Is there a particular reason you have it set up like that? Or?
Well, when you're like holding down a beat on the floor tom,
Yeah.
Show us. So hold this for you. Show us.
Oh, right. Can't get better than this. There we go.
Okay.
Now we get to actually see it in here.
I'm not gonna actually.
And talk into that mic.
Should be on.
So if you're a right-handed drummer, you're doing this,
Yeah.
but I'm left-handed, so this isn't gonna sound good. So I just,
Ah, okay.
but all my fills are right-handed fills. But
Okay,
if
that
I'm
makes
doing
sense.
one of these, I'm not talking in the mic. If I do one of these, then it'll sound better, cleaner.
Okay.
The ride symbol has always been on this side for me
Yeah.
since day one. But a lot of left-handed drummers, they have their hi-hat here, they have everything, like the important stuff over here.
Right.
But by the time I was like, I didn't know that till I was like 15,
Yeah.
that left-handed drummers are supposed to set up backwards. I was already way too into it to like reset everything up
Yeah.
and relearn. So I was like, this is my kit now.
Well, that's really cool. So you have your own unique style and setup. It's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's for the
neat.
best because if I can
Yeah.
hop on someone else's kit and still play it.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if it works, right? Everybody has their own little style. That's cool. It's a badass drum kit. So how many bands have you been in? Is this your first official band, or is it like?
The first band was called the Rampage Rockers.
Okay.
We started when we were about 10, so I still
Did
didn't have
you
a drum
really?
set. We had no
10 years old?
instruments.
Damn.
That was our band. We had no instruments. We were just, I don't know, I guess there was a lot of imagination going
Yeah,
on.
just come up with a name and just do
That guy
things.
over there.
Did you really?
was
I
our
think that's
keyboard
what
player.
Okay.
We lost every talent show.
Hey, now you got the stories to tell.
Yeah,
You get tomatoes over that here, or is it just?
you might as well. I mean, but I've been in only one other band that was semi-serious, but this is the first band where it's like
Yeah.
everyone's all in.
Yeah,
So,
an actual band going on tour and doing
yeah,
albums and
it's
stuff.
really nice because you struggle for years trying to find a full band of
It
people
is.
that
It's
are.
tough to get people that on the same page. Dedication. It takes a lot. People don't realize out there all the work it is to be a music creator and have a band. You know, it's a lot of work.
Took a lot of years.
I mean, you guys go on stage, that's all they see is that little 30, 40-minute set, but behind that's a lot of work. Like, you know, you guys got to set all this shit up, got to drive here, put it in your car, unload it, then get together, create songs, record songs, collaborate. So that's what I'm trying to do, bring to the surface here, the hard work it is for these people. These people deserve, you know, the music industry is so underrated. Like, they need to realize just because you're not, like, on the top of the billboard doesn't mean you don't have talent. You know? So
Exactly.
please hear it from actual musicians here.
I've told these guys, like, it's gonna take a lot to get rid of me because it took so long to get us together.
Right, good attitude.
It would take a lot to get rid of me.
Right, well,
So,
you definitely got
I'm
an
all
awesome
in.
style, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so how did you get, I see you play guitar,
Yeah.
you sing, how'd you get into this?
So, like, kind of, I only recently realized that, like, just having, like, introspective moments with myself, that, like, I've weirdly enough fallen in love with sound before I fell in love with music. Like, if you ask my parents, they'll tell you that when I was, like, a toddler, I would, like, make random noises, like, just not that the most, I'll hear, like, a pebble being, like, tossed onto the ground, and I'll try to mimic it. It was a very weird thing. But in terms of guitar and music, it's like kind of, when I was like around 5 years old,
Wow.
my dad, I just walked in on him one time, he was blasting Dirt by Alice in Chains.
Okay,
And as soon as the first song, Them Bones,
yeah,
just
that guitar riff,
no, it's just Lane Staley yelling in my face, like,
oh, okay, yeah.
that moment kind of like changed it for me in a way where it's like I got into like, you know, aggressive music, and that's when I like started like getting fully hooked onto Green Day. Green Day was like really the first band that kind of
Yeah.
got me to pick up guitar. We had this old, you know, home computer at the house, and whenever I would finish my homework at the end of the night, have dinner, I would spend the rest of the night playing air guitar in front of the computer.
So something he was telling me, I need to play music, I'm not going to feel, I'm not going to survive or breathe till I play music.
Weirdly enough, I played air guitar left-handed when I'm actually right-handed.
I noticed that. I've seen a video.
That's interesting. For you, more like you said, more started with sound. Then you
Yeah.
developed a love for music. Then you brought into instruments and vocals, right?
Yeah, and I think the reason why I got hooked on sound before music is the reason why, like, in college I was known as the weirdo guitar player with a aircraft carrier size board. Like, this board I have here
Yeah.
is like my slimmed down board. When I first came into this band, I had like this massive
Did you
thing.
really? Yeah. How do you keep up with it? How do you know what the price? Like all that work adjusting all those things. Right?
Is this kind of years? Yeah, of just
Wow.
like getting familiar with these things and just falling even like deeper and deeper every day in love with like weird sound stuff that just is super left field, that isn't just,
No, that's cool. Yeah.
you know, the standard sound of an instrument.
Yeah. So you have a certain setup that you actually have all your pedals dialed into to get your own unique sound. Because I see you guys have a lot of combined. You guys have a lot of pedals here.
Yep.
So, no, that's really cool. All right. So then you just guitar was your first one, huh?
Guitar's first one. Yep. And you know,
Vocals. How'd you get into singing?
singing is weird. Like
Are you
I've
the
always-
actual lead singer of the band?
yeah, we kind of
I see
me.
you have 4 mics.
Me, John, and Tyler does some lead vocals on some songs
Okay.
too. I've always been okay with singing, but I never considered myself a singer until I joined this band. But I think it's like, I guess like in high school and college I was very introverted, so I kind of, my vocal cords got used to not pushing themselves.
Right.
And so, out of necessity, when I joined this band, they just had me like, "Hey, can you try singing the songs?" Like, I could try, and then eventually, I started liking it a lot more, and now I'm learning to like get more aggressive and more loud with my voice.
Yeah, I did see you have like a really unique tone. Like it kind of, when I was listening to him, like your voice came and it just fit right in with the type of music you're playing. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. It's not like some singers that sing doesn't go with the style of music.
Right.
Here it's just kind of like icing on a cake. So it's definitely a good mix.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Why do these bass players always get left out? What's up with the bass players?
Yep.
Come on, let's go.
Silas turn?
He's temporary.
He's not actually in the band.
Yeah, of a
He's a
session
fill-in.
musician.
Just because it's only
We
4
have him around
strings,
to help
right?
us carry stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
He's just
yeah.
the guitar tech.
The guitar tech, good idea. Here's what I always say about bass. People say, do you really need bass? I say, you know what? I'm going to take away the bass player. You tell me what it sounds like. They're like, oh, that's why we have bass.
Mhm.
There you
So just because it's 4 strings, you know, sometimes it's not always cool. It's still important, man. Bass is important, man.
Yeah.
So why are you playing bass?
Why do I play bass?
Yeah. Why do you pick up all the instruments? Why do you pick up a bass? Not a piano, not a saxophone, a trumpet. Why do you pick up a bass?
Well,
go. Ooh, sax.
I started with guitar because my one friend that I've been friends with since freshman year of high school was like really into it.
Okay.
He was in like Dragon Force and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he taught me it because
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I think I want to go to college for music, but before that, I had zero musical training,
Okay.
only interest in music, which
Yeah.
turned out was a lot more than anyone else had.
Right.
I just never followed through on it.
Yeah. You
So
never
he
put it
taught
on.
me guitar,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting it, but it didn't feel right.
Right.
And then I decided to try bass about
And that just
4
clicked.
months
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah.
and it felt way better.
It's funny you say that. Almost all the bass players I talk to all say the same thing. They're like, bass is just me. I need it. I love it, and I'm gonna stick to it. They say almost the exact same words. It's very interesting.
Well, I noticed with my guitar playing, it's a lot more groovy like bass,
Yeah.
which is probably why I prefer it.
Yeah.
Because the guitar riffs that I'll like bring to these guys,
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot more on the rhythm rather than the notes I'm playing. A lot of my riffs only have like 5 notes in them.
Yeah. It's the groove, and it's
Yeah.
actually the bass. That's
It's,
what you need the
it's
bass. You
the
know?
way that it's being played
Right.
on, the,
Yeah.
on
it
the
goes-
meter.
The
You know?
rhythm section. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's important. Just the actual bass itself. And obviously, it has to be in tune and in key with everything else.
Mhm.
You don't just go up there and pluck a string.
Yeah, yeah.
Like some people think you do. But no, that's awesome. And then, so you start with guitar and bass, and then you're kind of just content with that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I learned a little flute probably in middle school, but that was
Okay.
because I had to have an elective, and that was like one of the only options.
Okay.
But never really followed through on that.
That's awesome.
So
All right, great guys. So they're gonna play some songs for you guys, and you want to tell us about some of the songs? A little, just obviously you can do an intro as you do them. Just tell us, is this from all these songs from an album, or these new songs, or any meaning behind the song that you're playing?
Our first song that we're going to play tonight is called Discord, and it's the first single we released as a band together. The next one's going to be a cover of a very popular song. We're not going to tell you. You'll be able to figure it out. And the third one's the one that Tyler wrote, and is our first time playing it live.
Oh, sweet, awesome!
Yeah,
It's
it's
been a
been
privilege. Yeah. Now, the song Discord, is that actually about the Discord app, or is it just happened to Discord?
We got really into that app, so
That's cool. You guys grabbed that name, huh?
Yeah, oh my god.
bear with us on the new track.
Don't sue us.
Um, I'm not going to pretend I know our set list.
Yeah, pretty much a lot of the songs that we're playing right now live, pretty much the only one that's recorded and released right now is Discord.
Okay.
So everyone that comes to our show so far, they're kind of just getting like the live experience, and we're like super hyped to get these like, you know, onto tape and into people's Spotify libraries, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Of
just-
course.
because we've been getting a lot of good live responses from people. So we're like, let's have these people enjoy our music when they're at home, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Super excited for that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and so what's the best place for the world to find you? Do you guys prefer Spotify, YouTube, or what's the best way?
So right now, besides our single Discord that's available on Bandcamp and SoundCloud,
Okay.
the main places you can find us are on our socials, mainly Instagram at
Okay.
Starikova Band,
Okay.
Facebook, same name, Starikova Band. And if you want to see how we operate off of one brain cell, or TikTok, what's up Starikova?
There you go.
did you say YouTube?
Oh yeah, and then also,
That's why we do this. There's so many nowadays. You can't keep up on them all. You know, there's too many
yeah,
channels.
and then yeah, pretty much YouTube. We have like a little growing channel that we're gonna put like bigger video projects regarding our music on. And right now we have a little short documentary we shot during the recording
Oh, wow.
of Discord.
I'll have to check that out.
So find that on this Starikova, the Starikova Band, right? Yeah,
I assume.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Starikova Band, YouTube.
All right. Cool. Well, guys, check them out. They're gonna be playing here. Don't forget to go on their pages. These guys are good. They're worth your time. We know there's so many bands out there. Check these guys out.
is such a killer.
Good job, guys. Are you guys good for Bible study later?
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
good
Man.
as long as the Lord is.
As long as you're okay with being a little sweaty.
I'm as good as the Lord is merciful.
Oh,
God forgive me for that E flat. Sorry, everybody.
This next one you might hear very, very soon.
Here you go, Rick.
See the need
soon-to-be-released single. And you'll find out more details soon if you follow our Instagram. Starikova Band. Starikova? Wow.
Starband Kova.
Starband.
Guess what we're changing our name to.
ears?
Oh no, I think that's the answer. Give it all you got.
Where do I start?
Just do the
I'm
house.
gonna do the
too
same
small.
one I did earlier.
Just do the house. Too small.
waters.
Yeah.
I looked over at you, and
you
it
guys
looked
might
like someone poured
you
a
guys
full
might
bottle of water
packing
over
my
your
gear into the car. I'm gonna go throw myself into the ocean.
Yeah. Do you have a towel with you?
I left it in the car.
Thank
Well,
you.
it's like ice cream.
No problem.
Ice cream. Yeah.
You want water, dude?
No, I'm good.
Holy
Joel,
shit.
can you bring my bags over here? That'd be
Luckily,
great.
this isn't
I
what I'm wearing.
would love you forever more than I already do.
How are my nuts?
I am need can you turn off the app?
Fix the door for you guys. If you don't mind getting mine.
Her amp, or his amp is off.
I can't help but notice this weird, this shit-eating grin right here that's following.
That
blocked
like
that guy.
yeah. You blocked that
You
dude?
blocked that dude? Tyler uses that for every profile.
Hey,
He
you
does.
should see the other one. That
Even
I
his
used.
Venmo.
Yeah. You should see the one that I used. You should, if you click on my account, you can see the head. What?
Head like on. Joel, you can keep that.
What's up, Ricky? Or John?
I don't know.
you
I'm
can
not
go
gonna use shit.
Actually, yeah, let me see.
I'm willing to hang out, but well, I need food first. I'm actually.
No, me too. Yeah, I had 2 yogurts for breakfast.
I would hope we eat somewhere together since we're all together right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
You showered today, right?
I did.
I didn't.
I did. But this also. I just want to put it. This is the one I'm wearing in Belmar.
Okay, gotcha.
Are you going home?
No, I have. I changed the clothes in the car.
If he went home, that would be ridiculous.
That would be brutal. It took. Fucking hell! It took me so. I've never driven
I'm
that.
putting my shorts back on.
I've never driven that far south on the parkway, like while I'm behind the wheel. Like I've been to Wildwood in the car with some, but they were driving.
How long
Yeah.
was your drive?
It was an hour and 10 minutes.
Mine was 45, but I had to take the toll.
Cause you're in Keyport, Katie. I'm in Linden. There is a difference.
Meanwhile, I was 30 minutes.
Would you believe that Linden and Keyport aren't the same place?
Why did you
Terrace.
hold on? I live further away.
Are the mics off so I can unplug?
Yeah, you're gonna plug it.
What was that?
Yeah, I could have avoided tolls, but that would have added an extra like 20 minutes to my drive.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's because it's a nice Saturday, so everyone's going down to.
Well, no, it's just I would have take Route 9.
Oh, that's what I.
Ow! Oh, we would have had another one.
Wait, say it
Might have
again.
been the same one.
Hold on, let me get my voice one more time.
Remember when you said that you made you